there's a nuance for Black parents, and you touched on this a little bit. There's a message that needs to be sent of like, this little Black child has a family. Like, just so you know, we are here, we are present, and we care just like they do.
Just like they do.
Talk to me about that and why that was so important.
Oh, that's so important for me, because I do feel like we have to show up in a way that, I hate to say it, a lot of times we have to overcompensate to prove who we are, but it's like we have to show them with our actions, like, oh yeah, I'm here. Yes. I'm not going anywhere. Right. And I don't play about mine. Yes. Right. And so I think that because I always had protection with my parents, they were always like, they were the first at the school, always pulling up. I knew that I had to be that same way for my babies. And then there's some other amazing Black families at our school, and we're all the same. Like, and we support each other. Yes. You know, the other kids, those are my nephews and nieces, as are my children to them. Right. And so I love that you can find community where it's like, we come from we understand, and we're gonna show up and we're gonna tag team and do all the things to make sure that our babies are okay.
I love that. And I love that there are other parents that are part of that too. Talk to me about finding the time though, right? Like, that is a thing. I'm not, you know, as much as I know for sure, like you said, being present is extremely important to me. I'm very intentional about making sure making sure not only my child sees me, but that the administration sees me, right? Yes. Y'all are going to know who I am. You're going to know who my child is. Right. I also balance that with knowing I am a working mom who doesn't necessarily have as much time, right? And so there are going to be times where, like, maybe I'm not the mom who's going to bake, or maybe I'm not the mom who's going to be able to volunteer for all of the things, because my mom wasn't able to be at school all the time. I grew up more, you know, my mom had gone back to school when I was probably in the first grade, and I was very cognizant of the fact that there were other kids whose parents were able to come take the class trips and were able to do that. And so I'm being very intentional about the fact that, like, let me carve out my schedule and let me think about my schedule and be intentional about that. Talk to me about finding the time and really making the time, because it's not even finding it, because it ain't there.
It's not there.
But it's about making it.
It is. And it's, for me, like, I know that I had to let go of perfection and I had to learn how to give myself grace. Like, everything is not going to be perfect. It's not. And, you know, we come from the editor world, so we see things in beauty, you know?
Right. You fix it all before it goes out into the world.
Yes. And I had to let go of that and know that, you know, I am going to drop the ball sometimes, and that is okay. I'm grateful for my village, my family, like my family, my husband, my in-laws, like we support. My husband is just super dope. Anything I can do, he can do, you know, and do it better. But also, like, for me, I have, you know, obviously I travel for work a lot, but like, I am going to do the job and I'm coming back home. I am not spending any unnecessary time away from my children. That's right. Like, literally, I'm flying to New York, doing the job, and I'm on the red eye going back home the same night. Like, I'm not just, this is not, I need to get back home to my children. So, like, that is also, for me, it's like, I'm not doing anything extra. I go do what I have to do, and I get back to be present with my children. But I think the biggest thing that I've also learned is, like, you got to get up in the morning. Because I am someone who before, like, I would, you know, go to sleep late and then I'm like tired in the morning. I get up at 4 a.m. Like, I had to start getting up at 4 a.m. so that I can be at the gym at 5. Wow. Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to work out. So be at the gym at 5, get back. When I get back, my husband goes to the gym. While he's at the gym, I'm making breakfast. I'm making the lunches. I'm getting the clothes ready, getting the girls up, getting them ready. He comes back, showers, we take them to school together, and then it's, you know, and then we get our day going. But, like, for me, waking up early,
it made all the difference.
Painful as it is,
you are.
It really, really has, like, taken me off the struggle bus. Because before it was like, you're running around, it's chaotic, you're trying to do so much. But waking up early has really just, like, helped my days.
And when we're ready, it helps take that pressure off of them. And it is, I am not a morning person, so I'm hearing this and I'm like, and you're right. Like, I think a lot of the editor life is you're up late. You're up late, whether you're still working on, whether you're still editing or you're at events, you have a very late night existence.
Yes.
And parenthood shifts that so much. And you're right. I'm taking this in as
I had to take it in because I was not a morning person, but my husband is. Like, he wakes up, and like I actually had to take his gym time because he was going at 5. And when he would get back, I would still be asleep,
right.
But I was like, the only way this is going to work is if I just go and get it out the way. Because it was also just like, when am I making time for myself? Just like that little piece of time where it's like, I'm doing something for myself, for my health. And I feel like going to the gym early just really helps me be more productive throughout the day.
Right.
I would try to be like, I'm going to go during lunchtime, or I'm going to go at night after I put the, like, it's never going to happen. It
never happens.
It's never going to happen. Like, the only way it works for me is starting my day off super early, getting it out the way.
And you guys take them to school together.
We take them to school together.
I love that.
Every day. Every day. That is our time together.
Yeah, talk to me about that decision.
I feel like it's so... I think that there's something great about like seeing your parents together and like doing things as a family.
Right.
Also, like, that's our moment to talk to them about like whatever it is that we want to talk about, what they're looking forward to for the day. Like, that's their time, honestly, where they get to be the DJ. Like, Dylan gets to play a song, Lenny gets to play the song. We get to do our little TikTok dances while we're driving to school. But like, that is such a part of the day that I look forward to because it's my family is always together.
Yeah.
We try to pick them up together, but sometimes, it's him, sometimes it's me, but, we just think it's super important for them to see us together.
That
every
is
day.
so beautiful.
And just to have a tradition where it's like, my parents dropped us off together at school every single day,
That is beautiful, especially as a Black family.
Yes.
Which we've talked about, like, especially... as a Black family that, can the possibility that you are one of the few Black families in the community, in the school community.
Right.
I do think that sends a message, right?
It does.
To other families, but it also sends a message to your own kids.
Yes.
It definitely tells them something. Like you said, it's a beautiful tradition to have. I love that you guys are also having conversations
and fun.
Yes.
Because we're like, we are like our children's biggest hype man. Like, we hype them up during the, like, in the morning, after school, we're always trying to do that. And I know, like, everybody can't, like, we work. So, like, everyone's schedule, you can't just, align with your husband and take the kids to school together. But it's something that we've been able to figure out. And I love that we do it and we stick to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I want to dig into the fact that you guys are having conversations, right? Because the other thing that I think keeps me up at night is, like, so we've talked about the dynamics that happen between parents, right? There are certainly those dynamics that we are aware of and want to be intentional about. But then let's think about the kids, right? And I one thing that keeps me up at night is thinking about, like, as my kids get older, the standards of beauty and, one day there's going to be a school dance and, like, what if they don't get asked out to the dance by, the kid that doesn't look like them. I think about just that dynamic of the normal social interaction that, again, the control freak in me has to let go of and sort of let my child be out in the world.
Yeah.
How do you navigate that?
I don't know. I feel like it's funny because, like, I talk to them so much about who they are and about what makes them beautiful and why they're beautiful. I'm very much like, Lennox is 4, she'll be 5 soon, and I think I talk about, like, Black beauty so much that, like, it was getting to the point where it's like she's going to school and she's, like, talking about it and, like, to, like, her teacher. She's like, oh wow, she's brown like me. Like,
I know that's right.
She recognizes it and talks about it so much. Or she'll even say to me, like, Mommy, I saw someone, she was brown like me. She does it every single day to the point where I was like, am I doing too much?
Right.
But then I'm like, no, because I want them to always know
that's right.
that they are enough. that they are beautiful. I want them to see themselves represented in all the spaces, and they won't always be, but they will know that like they deserve to be, and that they are the standard of beauty.
Yes.
You know, they are. And so I always want them to know that, because I don't know that I always knew that.
That's right.
As a girl.
Right.
Dark-skinned Black girl growing up, I didn't always know that.
Yes.